Are you fucking brain dead? Your IQ is too low to, I guess just regular think. I was gonna say critical think, but regular think.
Okay,
It proves you're a
Zanime,
fucking
you're
liar,
wrong.
bitch.
We're
Lies.
gonna
It's a
get this,
lie.
this ironed out. Okay, Ryan,
You're not gonna
relax, my
fucking
friend.
sit here and lie on me. Well, we
Say,
have to know. We have
Ryan,
to
yes,
pinpoint facts, dude. You can't be dragging shit
exactly.
out.
Ryan, you have said you know where Kiely is.
Why you? No, I didn't. I said I
Yes,
know
you
who
did.
has her.
Exactly. Ryan, we both agree on this. Yeah.
Are you fucking stupid?
I love you, man.
That's somebody right there who knows where the little girl is. Dude, I'm the only person who's been figuring shit out before the cops go do it. Everyone's watching you lie, and I'm recording this, and it's fucking awesome.
All right, we're gonna go viral.
And
He's got millions of followers, Anime. There's millions of people that are gonna watch this. Millions. And you're saying that he's saying
I know that. I know
okay.
that. I will find
You're wrong. Just admit that you're wrong then.
Have I gone to bed? No, I haven't. Do I probably look like shit right now? Yes. But ever since I seen Kiely Rodni's mom crying on the news, I have laid down in bed every night thinking about this mom going to bed crying, wondering where her daughter is. And it seems some people think this is a big fucking joke.
You yelling
it's not
at me.
about respect. It's about finding a little girl, dude.
Hey everyone, it's the Brain in Nevada again, and I have another story for you. It's a story about a guy who did a fairly compelling imitation of D.B Cooper in a video someone sent me today. So after weeks of inciting his groupies and his cult to terrorize innocent people and trying his hand at true crime ghetto bad acting, Muffin Boy has put a parachute on and has seemingly jumped out of the plane, attempting his escape. But will he succeed? And why has he pulled the ripcord so soon? Is he tired of his new toy, Google Earth, and crawdad sleuthin' already? Now, after this video, I no longer need to wonder if Muffin Boy is merely mentally ill, or if I should show him more compassion. He has truly exposed himself as a fraud this time. And it's obvious that this was only ever intended as entertainment. I mean, he does, after all, call himself a comedian, therefore an actor, therefore a storyteller. And a conspiracy theory is an epic story. And he seems to have gotten his kicks taking all of his subscribers for a fictional ride on the Cornbread Express. Choo choo. And despite him saying this was his final foray into the true crime space, I don't believe him for some reason. I think he had far too much fun here. I think he'll be back to weave more conspiracies, and possibly at even bigger scales to satisfy his growing ego. I think the cult leader high running through his veins will require another rush. And if I'm free, I'll be your Huckleberry. All of his claims that it was always about a missing girl and that he didn't sleep because he could not stop thinking about the grieving mother, those have now been shown to be, as mentioned in my prior video, nothing more than appeals to emotion, virtue signaling, and lies. So how do I know that? Because he just turned on the Rodni family, and that same mother he claimed to be fighting for. And he did it to escape the trap that he set for himself. Because Mom is a crisis actor, don't you know? And there is no Kiely Rodni. And his accusations and insinuations of murder and child trafficking against Ronnie, Ictmel, and Xanamix, he lied about that too. He also lied about AWP when he praised them for their work, because that car is not hers, and nobody was found. So he's calling them a liar as well. How do I know again? Because if there is no Kiely Rodni, they could not have killed or trafficked her. And if the car is not real, then AWP could not have found Kiely Rodni as they claimed. Because there is no car. There was no party. There is no Placer Police Department. None of it is real. This entire story is apparently nothing more than a fabrication to raise money. But you see, by the same logic, there is no reason to believe that any high-profile missing person or homicide case is real. They are also fake. That would mean anyone convicted of murder in these cases, who are now sitting in jail, are also crisis actors. Gosh, I hope they're being paid quite well. And none of those murder victims are real either. Their bodies are not buried in cemeteries somewhere. Their parents are all lying. The media is all lying. The police are all lying. Nothing is real, people. It is all an illusion. This video isn't even real. Nothing matters. Nihilism for the win. This is the new story that Ryan Upchurch has invented in his corrupted, immoral, and defective little brain. And he has invented this story in an effort to distract from the successive failures of each of his preceding conspiracy theory renditions or versions. Because first there was no Ronnie, or Ronnie was everyone, and everyone was Ronnie. Then when caught out on that lie, he lied again and claimed that he knew Ronnie existed, and that was simply a test. Because you see, he's playing three-dimensional chess, and all of us normal people are not cognitively capable of taking on the super genius that is Ryan Upchurch. Then when they discovered her body and car, he was caught out again because he needed her to remain unfound to keep spinning his fabricated account. The conspiracy theorist must constantly invent dozens of new claims to continue to convince his cult that he continues to uncover proof and evidence and be ahead of law enforcement and everyone else. And he needs to keep throwing out new red herrings to keep his critics distracted and trying to hunt down these claims. So where are we now? Well, again, nothing is real, people. We are in Alex Jones and David Icke land now. We are all living in the Matrix. Reality is constructed and determined in real time within the tiny pumpernickel patch called Ryan Upchurch, a putrid, deceitful brain. It will not be long now before he links his conspiracy anthology to the Illuminati, the Bilderberg Group, the Trilateral Commission, the New World Order, and eventually to the lizard people, the reptiloids, who pull all of the strings. The truth is that Ryan Upchurch is the leader of these reptiloids. He is actually 3 billion years old, and he comes from the planet Thork, and he has come to Thork us all into oblivion with his mighty Zork-Dork. So I'm going to let him explain it in his own words, and I'll have a few comments to each of his points.
You notice since the beginning it's been like a fucking reality show? They designed this shit to make motherfuckers look crazy. There ain't no fucking dead girl, bruh. There ain't. Why you think when the police said, hey, we found the car and Kiely's body, and they didn't? There ain't nobody. There ain't no Kiely Rodni. It's bullshit. It's fake. There is no actual crime. The only crime that is going on is a scam to get GoFundMe money. How can you fake a death? I mean, well, fuck, dude. If you're the police, I mean, shit. I mean, hello. You can make some bullshit documents, get a bullshit car, fucking get a bullshit tag, make a bullshit profile with a bullshit person, fucking, I don't know, fucking get rid of the car and be like, fuck, dude, this person's missing. We gotta find them. GoFundMe. Free money. Hello. All this stuff is fucking bullshit. Yeah, you heard me right. All this shit is bullshit. All of it. It's all bullshit. Show me one thing that's real. You can't. There ain't one. You know why you can't find nothing on anybody? Because nobody's who they say they are. You know all these crazy leads we all been getting, and then it's just a fucking deep rabbit hole full of fucking question marks and trails to other fucking bullshit rabbit holes? Because there's supposed to be bullshit rabbit holes. The Anne Hesh lady, the video everybody's freaking out about where the person raises up when they're putting them in the ambulance and everybody's like, yo, what the fuck, look at this video. That ain't real. I mean, dude, this makes the press conference make so much sense now. There's a reason why they can't give us no answers. No party pictures, just some bullshit Photoshop party pictures. With what? With none of the people in the pictures. Why you think nobody's seen the Kiely Rodni girl? Why you think all these Photoshop pictures of the party have nobody in them that's point of interest? Where do you think Ronnie came from? If you switch around the letters to the name Kiely Rodni, the way they spell it, it comes out as I killed Ronnie. And while they're all going in different directions with different leads, and this is why they make themselves look completely guilty. And they're like, oh, what? I wouldn't do anything. Yeah, because they really wasn't doing anything. They're not going to get in trouble for murder or nothing, because there's nothing to be committed murder on. All right. You go out front. Here's the building. Right? Quick street view. Look at the front of this fucking place. There ain't nothing indicating that it's an actual news thing until you get to this bullshit fucking edited green screened on. I mean, it's fake, obviously. I mean, look at it. Hello? But look, when you go around the block, this is fucking crazy. Click right here. What they got backed up right here? Oh, what do you know? A silver Honda CRV.
Gosh, given that Google Earth uses satellite and aerial imagery from the past, somehow this massive conspiracy effort, all for a few GoFundMe bucks, must have planned years in the past to hack our satellites and add green screen technology in 360 degrees. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's not a thing. Another sign of his abject ignorance about how the world works. This is desperation. It's pathetic. And it's sad. But, unfortunately, his 3 million gullible followers will surely eat up anything he feeds them. And as for the Honda CRV nearby, the Honda CRV is the 5th most sold car in the U.S., making it highly probable to find one or more in the near vicinity.
A dirty ass fucking chop shop area. What do you know? Look at all these fucking cop cars. What are these cop cars doing here, bro? Look at this. Look at all this fucking equipment. Trucks. A fucking shit yard across the street. You go over here, this ain't shit but a place with a bunch of junk cars and containers, and look, you just got these hidden cop cars. Because this is supposed to be a security company, and it's not. There's no indication of a security company anywhere on this entire block. I already looked.
Except, Corn Muffin Boy, that is a security company. Unless, of course, again, these conspirators either planned to give fake reviews a year ago, or again, they hacked into Google, one of the largest and most digitally secure companies in the world. And as for the cop cars in the lot, they're not cop cars, actually. They're security cars from the security company, as shown on their website, which you seemingly ignored. So I chose not to bore you with the rest of his alleged evidence, as it is, as usual, nothing but bald assertion. The sourdough brain also does a bit of that random Google search and fast scrolling trick I spoke to you about before, and then he claims that there is no Placer Police Department, simply because he finds several addresses, several locations, like probably simply different buildings providing different services to the local police station. I also did not show the press briefing because, well, it is completely benign, and there is nothing even remotely strange about it. But that does not stop him from putting in some scary text over a few moments in the briefing to suggest something nefarious is going on. They are not even worth mentioning, as they are just more absurdities. If you've ever seen a police briefing in a high-profile case that has not yet been finalized and closed, officers can tend to appear stiff or even nervous, and they always, rightfully, remain tight-lipped until the investigation is concluded. They choose their words carefully because they know every word will be scrutinized, but to the ignorant, it can sound like they are not being perfectly transparent or forthcoming, not recognizing the civil and professional liability they risk if they say anything factually incorrect, or that could in any way result in promoting additional speculation or simply negative press for the local police force and management. If anything, this press briefing only reinforces the Occam's razor conclusion that this was a traffic accident, because they brought up someone to speak specifically about the ongoing traffic fatality investigation.
So, yep, I'm done with this true crime shit. This is why Sammy and Megs and all them, this is why they have no emotion and are acting weird. I mean, it's kind of hard to, act like you know somebody that doesn't fucking exist. This is why we have no answers. This is why the tag plates don't match up. This is why the car was placed thereafter. This is why everything. This is why nothing makes sense. It's a scam to get fucking GoFundMe money or something. And that's about it. So, yeah, I'm going back to my regular life of doing cool shit and fucking, being a musician. I'm done with internet crime stuff. I'm not interested anymore.
So, this video puts on full display Upchurch's exit strategy. It's a D.B Cooper move. It's a parachute jump. He thinks he can escape by trying to cover his tracks, possibly to avoid potential defamation charges. He manages to again avoid any attempt at satisfying a minimum of burden of proof, in both his earlier claims or his new ones. He makes no effort to apologize to those he's already defamed. His claim that this is all a crisis actor conspiracy theory and that Kiely Rodni is not even real is an attempt to create a defense for himself that he cannot be accused of having accused other people of murder and child trafficking, if indeed there could not have been any missing person in the first place. But I'm not sure, however, that that would even be a valid legal defense, because a defamation case would not depend on whether there was actually a murder victim. It would only relate to the false accusations, the slander, and the libel that he committed, plus the ensuing harassment, threats, and doxing, which might add to potential damages. This also allows him to save face by being in agreement with everyone at this point, that this was most likely just a tragic accident. But the no Kiely Rodni argument opens the door to defamation against not only the police, but also the Rodni family. After all, he is implicitly, in no uncertain terms, accusing them of lying about their dead daughter. This is Sandy Hook 2.0 light. And in case you have forgotten, Alex Jones has just been directed to pay $50 million in damages to the Sandy Hook families for doing this exact same thing. I certainly hope that he gets sued for every penny he owns by any of the following parties: the Placer Police Department, the Rodni family, the Hesh family, Ichtmel, Ronnie, and Xana Mix. His behavior has been utterly deplorable, reckless, irresponsible, and loathsome, and he shows absolutely no remorse. He lays bare the lie that he ever cared about a missing girl or a grieving mother. For one to believe this muffin boy, this cornbread terrorist, one has to believe that dozens, possibly hundreds of private and public citizens would have had to plan, cooperate, and pull off, without a hitch, a massive conspiracy for his claims to all be true. It would beggar belief it is so far out of the realm of possibility, not only for the amount of people that would be required, but also for the complexity of the planning and the risk to career, reputation, and potential whistleblowers. And for the record, the GoFundMe setup for Kiely Rodni is currently at $65,000 out of a $150,000 goal, meaning that after splitting the profits with arguably hundreds of conspirators, that would result in peanuts, making this obscene claim that much more ridiculous and profane. But the worst part of all is that he defames the grieving family, who just lost their daughter, as well as Ann Hesh's family, who also recently died. This is horrific, and a level of immorality reserved only for moral monsters like Alex Jones. As I said earlier, I don't think we've seen the end of dangerous and illegal behavior from Ryan Upchurch. So that is all I have for you this evening, but I wanted to leave you with some video footage of some of my prior bad actors to show you how similar the behavior is, and how Upchurch certainly has been a worthy understudy of those who came before him in this true crime bad actors ghetto. And if you'd like to see more of my analysis of the other bad actors, to see more in detail the commonalities, I will put a playlist down below in the description. And that's it, my friends. À tout à l'heure et jusqu'à la prochaine fois.
Why are you angry with Chris?
Because this person on Twitter, I cannot believe what he's doing to this innocent person on Twitter and then doubling down. Saying that it's confirmed it's Brian. No, it's not. You're a fucking liar. And you're doing the exact same thing to this person. What are you going to do if someone goes after him? What are you going to do if the FBI now fucking harasses this guy because of your bullshit? That's fucked up. You don't do that. You don't target innocent people and then double down on it. But he could have got this person killed, literally. And then what was he going to say? I'm sorry?
Well, what if they would have got somebody killed? Okay. And I said, well, how are they going to do that? Nobody knows who that person is. So
John Doe pops up. It's our fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't come at me with that. We don't even know who that person was. We don't know who that person is.
Okay, so I'm putting the world on notice right now. Okay.
You're putting the world on notice, huh, fella? Sorry, who do you think you are again? Oh, right, sorry. 187 McDonough, the concatenation of your name with the penal code for murder or kill.
Behind those links that this guy has are child pornographic sites.
That's a lie, and I'll explain that a bit later.
Why Chris is full of shit.
Okay. And, nobody has ever said to them, knock it off. Okay. And because they're not used to, folks like this foundation and others. Okay.
You're not a foundation, Mr. Ex-Schuper-Cop. You did this yourself as a mere civilian.
By the way, I know his shoe size. He doesn't think I do, but trust me, I even know the 6 backup websites you have. Okay. Now, that should get his attention right there. Okay. You have 6 of them. Okay. And if you think I'm playing, then you keep moving. Okay. So I'm not playing because this is real life. We're talking about a 5-year-old little girl here.
A 5-year-old girl, huh? I appreciate your appeal to emotion fallacy right there.
Is there involvement in a trafficking ring? Are they being targeted? Are they being used, groomed? Have they been used under the guise of witchcraft?
This lady here that you're looking at in this photograph, we believe this is Jacqueline's biological mother.
They're lying. They made up all these bad things.
What are your qualifications? I'm just curious.
I am an online pedophile hunter.
Okay. One of the biggest complaints that the sex crime divisions that I speak to about the online pedophile hunters is that you actually impede the ability for these guys.
That's in your locale, ma'am.
What's your conviction rate?
I know his address. I know everything about him. But I don't go out and put it out there. Okay?
He put it out.
I actually just want to interject here, right? Because this is what a prolific liar Benny is. So Benny has already started to tell us that he's a pedophile hunter, that he works with the authorities, that, you know, the police are aware of him. They think he does a great job. So what we went ahead and we did, and we said in this video we were going to do, is we actually called the police down in the Dallas area. They had no fucking clue who he was.
See, you can't stop talking. Somebody needs to put a dick in your mouth. It's the only thing that's going to shut you up for a Rick Cruz ball gag. That's what you're going to need. You need to stop and try to be a reporter for a second. If you want to get a story out of somebody, shut your cockholes.
Told me to put a dick in my mouth and a ball gag.
It's not about me. It's not about you guys right now. It's about the boys.
All right, AV Washman. Doug, no thanks, Hutton. Proof of appearance. No filing to date.
No filing to date.
What does that mean, people? That means that we were kidnapped for ransom and extortion. We had to pay bail. They kept our stuff.
$20. What happened to the girl that you guys dumped on in the middle of the parking lot?
Yeah, Donald, what happened? What happened to the suspect? Donald?
Suspect.
We're here because of you.
Victim.
Yeah, well, victim.
She's a victim.
Okay, sir, you cannot record the patient.
Yeah, well, you can, yeah, you guys protect HIPAA, not us. You guys protect HIPAA. You're a $500,000 fine. Quit your job. Go back to work. Punky Brewster.
Oh, here we go with the huddle. Hut one, hut one, hut one.
Okay, we're gonna go right, we're gonna go left.
Hut one, hut two.
Well, he already said a lot of stuff to me and I said stuff.
Yeah, and you're live, so everybody watching 30 countries.
Okay, well, can we just ask you guys to move out so I can move my patient out safely?
You know what? I'll let you move your patient out safely, but you guys, Lafayette needs to change your ways. And hey, if you ever stand behind me again like that, there's gonna be a problem for you. Got that?
Okay.
You got that?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you were right behind me. I felt you.
Okay.
Don't ever stand on me again.
I was walking behind.
Yeah, it's called personal space, bitch.
You're the one in my personal.
No,
space,
I'm not.
sir.
You're in mine. I was here first.
Okay.
You just
My
walked behind me.
apologies, sir.
Yeah, I know. Your apologies. Go back to work. Yep. Thank you, Donald. You too. Get back to work. What's the telephone number here, Donald? Huh, Donald? What's the telephone number, Donald? You should quit your job, Donald. So should Rosales. This idiot right here should quit his job.
AV News Crew was here last night. Matt from AV News Crew.
Look what they're doing to this house. You know what? That's an honor. You know what? Where are the boys, Doug Hutton? Guess what? If anyone's gonna find them, it's me. How dare you guys abuse the boys in this way? How dare you come out here and have your little AV News Crew and your little goons put up signs, put up pictures, and think they're gonna get away with this shit. Well, guess what? Look how sad these people are. Look how sad these people are. You guys are following a bunch of goons like this? Not only defamating on this case, they're defecating on this case.